So Logan's admitted it. Some SML characters are gone for good. But which disappearances were planned, which were forced by YouTube, and what does it mean for the future of the SML show? Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe as I post 3 theory videos every single week. First up, we've got Phoebe, Jeffy's ill-fated sister. Remember her tragic backstory from Jeffy's sister? The bike incident, the missing helmet, Nancy's questionable ashtray choice. It's all pretty dark stuff. Phoebe's death, as messed up as it was, became a defining moment for Jeffy. It explains why he's glued to his helmet, a constant somber reminder of his sister's death. It's a heavy backstory, and it adds a layer of depth to Jeffy that we don't see often in SML. But could Phoebe ever really return? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Bringing her back would mean a major rewrite of SML history. We're talking full-blown retconning. While in normal TV shows this doesn't usually happen, this is kind of common in SML, so maybe it could happen. But considering how pivotal Phoebe's death was to Jeffy's character development, it seems highly unlikely. But hey, this is SML we're talking about. Stranger things have happened, right? But Phoebe isn't the only character gathering dust in the SML archive bookshelf. Let's talk about another fan favorite who's been MIA for quite some time now. Ya boy Dougie, formerly known as Black Yoshi. Remember those classic SML days when Dougie and Mario were the main players? He was part of the core crew almost, bringing the laughs with his unique brand of humor. But as the SML world evolved, Dougie's spotlight started to fade. The rise of Jeffy and Bowser Jr. with their over-the-top antics and endless younger-themed drama shifted the focus of the channel. Suddenly, Dougie was put on the sidelines, his appearances becoming less frequent and less impactful. While sad, this is a classic case of character evolution in TV shows. As new characters emerge and storylines evolve, some end up getting left behind. In Dougie's case, it seems like Logan and the team just have ran out of ideas that are going to be funny for Dougie. So he became a victim of his own success. All the jokes have been said, so in an effort to not repeat themselves all the time, he has not been seen in the show since. So are we ever going to see your boy Dougie make a return? Well, I think it's a long shot, but never say never. Out of all the people on this list, he's the most likely to come back. Now, from our sidelined homie Dougie to a character shrouded in tons of controversy, Craig the Devil. This guy was a walking, talking red flag for YouTube censorship. His whole shtick is that he's the devil, which, if you don't know, revolves around demonic themes and satanic imagery, which, as we know, doesn't exactly fly with a family-friendly YouTube algorithm. But it's hard to make any money if you're showing the devil in your videos. One just needs to remember the dark days of SML videos when they were getting slapped with age restrictions and demonetization all the time. Well, Craig was right in the middle of that storm. And that's what Logan told us was wrong, is that Craig kept appearing in videos. So to avoid further YouTube pain, Logan probably decided to bench him for a while, if not a long time. Yes, he's a funny character. Yes, he makes a lot of videos. Yes, he's quite entertaining. But if they're not going to make any money on the videos, they can't put him in the video to begin with. But even so, beyond the censorship issues, Craig's storyline potential was always a little bit limited. His main gig was reviving dead characters being evil, even though he's not really that evil, which, while entertaining in a couple of episodes, doesn't exactly lend itself to a long-term funny narrative arc. So as SML evolved, Craig just didn't fit the vibe anymore. Have you ever wondered though, whatever happened to Katie? You're probably saying, who's Katie? This is Katie, Cody's sister, who vanished into thin air, leaving all of us to wonder if she was ever really even real in the first place. I thought this was the Mandela effect at first, but some say she's actually non-canon, a figment of Cody's imagination. Others believe he simply forgot about her, which, knowing Cody, isn't entirely out of the realm of possibility. But there's a glimmer of hope for anyone hoping Katie comes back. Because if you remember the episode that she first appeared in, Cody's sister, Cody mentioned that she doesn't live with him. That means that she could still be out there, living her best life, waiting for the right moment to come back into the SML universe whenever Logan seems fit. Although she will have a new look now because they won't be able to use the old puppet. From missing sisters to absent fathers, let's move on to a character who's been through the ringer. Mama Luigi, the original icon of SML. This guy's journey has been a roller coaster of death and continuity confusion. If you remember Zeke Snuffin, that was Mama Luigi's original voice. Well, you all know the story. Well, he packed his bags and headed to Colorado, which left a Mama Luigi-shaped hole in the SML cast. Then, in the original series that started everything, Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures, Mama Luigi met a rather abrupt end in the episode, the loss of a... Pretty brutal, right? But hold on, because apparently that death was non-canon to the main SML series. Are you confused yet? Because I'm getting a little confused. What is going on here? Even though Mama Luigi technically survived the bomb blast then, he's been absent from the newer SML videos. Of course, this is due to the reason that the actor lives nowhere near Logan, but in the lore, it's like Marvin has completely forgotten about his older brother. Man, that's cold, man. But knowing Marvin, that's not far off. So what's the deal then? Is Mama Luigi just chilling in retirement, enjoying his life? Or is there something more sinister at play? Maybe he comes back in the SML movie. But most likely, it's more than just that Zeke is gone and he wouldn't fit into the modern day SML jokes. So while Mama Luigi's fate might be a head scratcher, at least he had a decent run and made for some great memories to tons of people. But now it's time to pour one out for a character who faded away faster than a bowl of soggy frosted flakes. Tony the Tiger. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't been a fan for as long as I have, because yes, the cereal mascot used to be an SML character. After season 7 ended in 2015, Tony's roar was silenced. The SML world was changing, with Jeffy and Bowser Jr. taking center stage. Tony, with his limited character depth and reliance on simple and stupid humor, just couldn't keep up with the amazing high-level humor that we were getting.
I was just saying, can you change the name of the cereal?
They're great.
Yeah, like, call it They're Great.
They're great.
Okay, you need to really start talking like that. Okay. Well,
Plus, there's the whole copyright issue. Tony, unlike most of the SML characters now, is a brand mascot. Using him without Kellogg's permission could lead to a legal breakfast brawl. So, it seems like Tony's SML days are over. He's gone back to his cereal box, leaving behind a legacy of great memories. But hey, maybe one day we'll make a surprise cameo in the SML movie. Yeah, if we ever get that yet right. So while Tony might be back to a cereal box, at least he had a few seasons to shine. Now, let's talk about a group of characters who flew into the SML universe, made a quick splash, and then vanished without a trace. Big Red and the Angry Birds crew. Do you even remember these guys? Probably not, because they are so old. They swooped in during season 3, all the way back in 2011, which is like 30 years ago. This is right when the Angry Birds craze was at its all-time peak. But they didn't last long in the SML universe. They made a few appearances in a main series, but it only got a couple of episodes. They caused some chaos and then disappeared into the abyss. It's like they got slingshotted right out of the SML storyline. Why the sudden departure? Well, the Angry Birds franchise itself started to lose a lot of momentum, and bringing them back wouldn't exactly be a nostalgia goldmine for SML's current audience, as most of SML's current audience today doesn't even know about the older videos. If you do though, make sure to comment down below and like, and let me know what your favorite old video is. Plus, SML's been busy building its own roster of original characters, like Jeffy, Junior, Chef Phoebe. These guys are the main attraction now. There's just not much room for licensed characters like the Angry Birds to make a meaningful comeback. So it seems like Big Red and his feathered friends are permanently grounded. So there you have it, theorists, the lost characters of SML. Gone, but not forgotten. Let's pour one out for these homies. Will any of these familiar faces ever grace our screens again? Only time will tell. But hey, that's the beauty of SML, if you can call it a beauty. It's a wild, unpredictable world where absolutely anything can happen, good or bad. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the SML character graveyard, hit that like button, subscribe for more SML theories, and check out the video on screen for another dose of SML theory. Till next time, theorists, keep those